Hey guys, welcome to Benny's Pantry. Today we are making beignets to go along with ginger drink. Ginger is known for its many health benefits, including boosting your immune system, reducing inflammation, and relieving nausea. So next time you are passing it by your grocery aisle, I want you to pick up some and try this very easy recipe with me. And beignets are these puffy, delicious, sweet pastries that are so easy to make. You guys are going to enjoy this. Let's get cooking. This beignet recipe is very simple and straightforward. So we're going to start with 3 cups of flour, which I already have in my mixer. Now we're going to add 1 cup of sugar. Okay. We have half a teaspoon of salt. Okay. And 2 teaspoons of dry yeast, or the 7 grams of the packets. Usually they sell them in packets and it's 7 grams that's in there. So it's approximately 2 teaspoons of that. And we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and half a teaspoon of nutmeg. When you add active yeast directly to your dry ingredients, you want your water temperature to be approximately between 120 degrees Fahrenheit and 130 degrees Fahrenheit. So approximately 1 minute in the microwave. Here we have a cup and 3/4, so almost 2 cups. But usually the water, how much water you're putting in can make a difference. It can even be a little bit hard, or it can be too soft if you put too much water. It can be too soft and absorb and cause the dough to absorb oil. So for this amount of flour and these ingredients here, I have a cup and 3/4 of water, but I put in the microwave for 1 minute to give that approximate temperature that you will like. So we're going to add that, and then we're going to mix. Now we are going to let our dough rest and rise a little bit. I'm going to let mine rest for 30 minutes because I'm using fast rise yeast. If you're using regular active yeast, then you might need to wait between an hour and an hour and a half. So just know the instructions that comes with your yeast and make sure it doesn't rise too much. Otherwise, it will get too much air and cause your dough to fall flat. So while the dough is rising for the beignets, we're going to start with our ginger drink. So in here I have 500 grams of ginger roots. You don't have to remove the skin off of it. You can just wash it, cut it in pieces to make it easy for your mixer. Because imagine if you're making it in large quantity, there's going to be a lot of skin to peel. And after we're done mixing it, we're also going to pass it through a filter. So no worries about that. So I'm going to start by adding just enough water to help our mixer. Okay, so we just want enough water for the mixer to help it mix along. You don't have to add too much water because eventually we're going to dilute it. We're not going to drink it this concentrate, okay? We're making a concentrate that we will dilute and filter. All right, so let's get to work. So now I'm going to filter. Take a spoon. So this is a very thick concentrate, you guys. It's really thick. So we're going to add some water to it. We're going to try to squeeze as much flavor out of these pureed roots. And when it comes to the water concentration, it's really up to you. How concentrated do you want it? Just like when you're making lemonade. All right, when you're making lemonade, how much sugar versus water concentration do you want? So you really choose. And because ginger is also very spicy, so the more water you add, the more drinkable it might be for you. All right, so now I have cold water in here. So I'm just going to add. So this is really good when someone is helping you and as they're pouring the water. Hold on, let me move this. This is really good when someone is helping you as they're pouring the water you're mixing. You're gonna need a third hand here. You just keep pressing. And sometimes what I even do, I take this, I put it back in the mixer, add some water and mix it again. Still get some juice out of it. Just squeeze as much juice as you can. All right, okay. So now that we have our concentrate down to our preference level, so I added just enough water for me, for my preference, for my taste. Again, just like the lemonade, right? Now we're going to get to sugar. We're going to get to mixing. And I'm using brown sugar, and also the amount of sugar I'm putting in a drink, preference, you guys. I cannot tell you exactly what's the right amount of sugar that you should put in your drink. I don't think that's right. And to make sure that the sugar filtrates, dissolve very well in my drink, because sometimes when you add sugar to cold water, you still have crystals at the bottom. I'm going to mix my sugar first in hot water to make sure that it's dissolving. Okay, and this is why it's good. At the end, you can always add ice cubes to keep your drink cold, especially if like you have visitors that are waiting or there's a party happening, so it's gonna be like a syrup. Like, I can see that all my sugar is well melted. Okay, I'm going to just add it to our drink. All right, and we're going to add some lemon for flavor. So we're adding lemon water, lemon juice. This drink is very simple and it's so good. You can add some ice to it, or you can just put it in the fridge if you don't want to dilute even more. You can just keep it in the fridge and keep it cool. And when your guests arrived, well, you can impress them with a good glass of ginger with some beignet, which is about time that we get to frying those guys. Let's go. All right, so now we're going to get to frying our dough. So we have our oil. We want at a frying temperature of 350 degrees Fahrenheit. If you do not have a thermometer, what you can do, you can just drop a little bit of flour in your oil, and right there you know that your oil is ready. So I'm just gonna start. Okay, I'm using an ice cream scoop here and just scooping the dough in the oil. If you don't have an ice cream scoop, you can always use a spoon to do this. It just makes it easier to use a ice cream scoop like this. So we're going to fry these for approximately 2 to 3 minutes. We just want the inside to cook as well without burning the outside. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoy this recipe, and please don't hesitate to give it a try. And also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you do not miss out on our future episodes. See you next time.